ఓం శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. అందరికీ నమస్కారం. See, if we want to improve the quality of certain things in our life, we have to improve the quality of our thoughts. And for this to happen, we need to set certain things in life. The first thing is enlightened thoughts, noble thoughts should always flow into our life. So, we have to pray that let noble thoughts come from all sides into my life. Then the second point is you have to set your vocabulary resourceful. I mean, whenever you speak, your language should be resourceful, very, very resourceful. For example, if somebody asks, how are you? Top of the world. When you say this, see how you feel. Then, how are you? Feeling great. See how do you feel when you say this. So, you should be able to use such kind of vocabulary which is very, very resourceful in life. See, for that we need to develop our vocabulary. We need to spend some time to develop ourselves. Instead of spending our time immensely in some activities like watching television or browsing some unnecessary and worldly things, if you can invest a part of such time to your development, you can see the quality and standard of life that is going to manifest in your life. See, one master was saying this. In the childhood, when he used to learn and play some kind of chessboard, so he was having an ardent desire to win over the teacher. So he was playing continuously, and for about a considerable number of days he lost continuously to his teacher in the process of learning. He could not digest the defeat, and he wanted firmly to win over his teacher, and he has concentrated on learning the process of winning. And after some 50 or so matches, this boy started winning. So he won continuously, and that winning process was going on. Then the master said, suddenly some realization has hit him. See, when he was continuously losing the match to the teacher, his game was improving. The way in which he was playing the game was improving. But when he started winning over the teacher, then his ego was improving and not the game. So we have to be very watchful in daily life in various pursuits. You see, if you want to develop your ego, you have to surround with the people who look at you and up to you. But if you want to develop yourself in life, you have to you have to surround yourselves with the people whom you can look up to. See, in the process of development of yourself, you have to spend your time reading good books, reading the translations of the scriptures if you cannot follow the original source of language. So, amazing books, amazing technology is available. So, you need to accompany and you need the company of those people who have achieved something in life. So, when you need and when you associate with such kind of people whom you can look up to, then such kind of association keeps your aspirations alive, and they will be a source of such association will become a source of inspiration for you. You can inherit their thinking, their thought process, and the way you look into the life will have a sea change. So, you must develop with such kind of people you can look up to. So, there was one incident quoted by the master in his discourse. He said, when he was young, he went to deliver a lecture, and an elderly man closely related to him also attended that lecture. And when he came back after the lecture is over and sat with that old learned man, and who was also a well wisher of the master at that time, he told the master at that time that your speech was full of garland of roses, but there are four thorns in that garland. And as the mind always goes on a justification mode, whenever somebody points out at our defects or faults or wrongdoings, similarly, I told that elderly man, because I used that kind of language to appease the youth who have come to that lecture. Then that man, that elderly man said, you think the youth is so cheap. Your thinking is not all right. Swami Vivekananda, did you mean that? He used the filthy language to appease the youth. He used such a language, such a divine language, that all sections of the people could relish and inherit and draw inspiration from his words. So you must use your language cautiously and wisely, because for transformation, one movement is enough, one word is enough. Certain lives are born from certain speeches. Certain speeches are born from certain lives. So that's what he said. So the point here is how you use your vocabulary. What is your language? It should be very, very resourceful. So here he felt it, the master said, after that incident, just that incident, that word of that elderly man, one moment is enough for transformation. Then that has hit me and made me to realize my further course of activity and usage of language in life. So the I felt it at that time. The master said, the body, whatever it emits, is stings. I mean, the sweat which the body emits stings. And so, like that, every part of the body stings. I mean, your excretion, your urine and all that. So it stinks, but the only part in your body which it doesn't stink the others is your mouth. So whatever comes out of your mouth, the language, the words, the conversations, the discussions, whatever it comes out of your mouth through words should not be stinking. So I have decided, the master said, that hereafter my tongue should not utter any word which humiliates the other, which belittles the other. It should always, whatever the words flow from my mouth, should be to appreciate the good qualities in others. They should be, those words should be to encourage the others. And whatever it comes from my mouth should be able to transform the other. Because one movement is enough for transformation. One sentence, one incident, one relationship lost, one relationship gained. So, whatever the one moment and one incident and one accident is enough to transform the other. So, unless we improve the quality of our thoughts, and we will not be able to improve the precious things in our life. So, thank you.